You know what I really appreciate about Northwest Naturals, Carly?
Oh, I know. They don't play the chewy or direct-to-consumer game.
Exactly. They stand with the independents. No undercutting, no competing with their own stores.
Yeah, instead, they actually invest in promotions and programs that grow our businesses.
Retailers are noticing too. Northwest Naturals isn't just a food brand. They're family owned and operated, and they're a real partner with indie stores like us and you.
And you can partner with them at nw-naturals.net.
And right now, Northwest Naturals is offering an extra 5% on Gap ISOs for current clients, plus an extra 5% on any new ISO for new clients.
Just use promo code PetShopGirls.
Trade. Pet Shop Girls. Unleash your power, let's make some waves.
Hey everybody, I'm Sherry.
And I'm Carly.
And welcome back to the Pet Shop Girls podcast.
Woo woo.
What do we have in store today, Carly?
Well, we just got back from SuperZoo. I mean, I guess it's been a couple weeks now, but while we were on the floor, we figured we would make great use of our time, not only checking out all the new and cool things for us and our stores, but we wanted to bring back information to all of the pet pros. So we are bringing you some secrets from SuperZoo. Whether you were there or whether you had to miss it this year, we talked to the feet on the street. We were the feet on the street. We talked to the feet on the street. And we got some little snippets.
We talked to manufacturers, the brands. We talked to other pet store owners, got some inside information.
Yes.
That we'd like to share with you in these upcoming clips. So they're going to sound like they're coming from the show floor. The sound will be different, you know.
Which they are. So these are the secrets from SuperZoo 2025 that maybe you didn't get a chance to go, or maybe you just didn't get a chance to talk to the same people that we did. So we wanted to share the information that we found from these different brands and pet pros as feet on the street at SuperZoo.
Enjoy.
If I've never seen Woof before and I'm a retailer, why do I want Woof in my store?
So Woof's, the biggest value proposition that we offer to our retailers is the concept of the razor and the razor blade.
Okay.
So what do I mean by that? I mean that we sell toys that have refills as part of like the ecosystem, as part of like the product's life cycle.
So recurring revenue.
Recurring revenue.
Yeah.
So somebody's not just buying rubber at your store and then there's no reason to go back to the store. So essentially we offer refills that pair with our toys. So again, like you said, the recurring revenue.
Yeah. Okay. And what is, if I have never seen Woof, but now I'm going to bring it into my store, what would you say are kind of your three top selling SKUs that I can't live without?
So we're best known for the Popsicle,
Okay.
which is like our first innovation. So essentially that is a new thinking or a new innovation around your classic enrichment toys. So think Thong, think Westpaw, think Starmark. But what really makes ours different is that it unscrews in the middle. Mm-hmm. So it's very easy to clean and it's very easy to fill, again, with our pre-made refill treats that are very limited ingredient panel. I think there's 7 or 8 ingredients in most of our flavors.
Yeah.
So that really is like what we're known for. Then we also have our Bully Safe,
Yes.
which is a durable chew holder, right, made from very safe nylon, and it's going to mitigate any choking hazard on the. It's going to mitigate any choking hazard from like a natural chew, like a Bully Stick or collagen chew, anything like that.
Yes, I'm waiting for those in my store.
And then our Bite and Brush is going to be a rethinking of like your classic like dental. Your dental treat like a greenie. So every other dental product on the market really is just a treat, right? A dog is going to eat this in 25 seconds.
Yes.
But when you pair it with our innovative like shape and innovative design,
It gets some longevity.
there's some longevity in there, and then their bristles are going to actually activate,
Help to clean the teeth.
clean the plaque and the tartar and things like that. So it's going to really prolong the time that it takes a dog to eat a dental treat.
Okay.
Right? So we're trying to look at different categories within the industry that people know, right? Everybody cares about their dog's oral hygiene.
Yep.
Everybody wants their dog
As
to be,
we should,
exactly.
when most dogs at the age of 2 already have dental issues.
Exactly.
Yes, perfect.
People want their dogs to be enriched and, frankly, sometimes distracted. So that's why the Popsicle is great. And then the Bully Safe is really just more of like a safety mechanism rather than anything else.
Okay. So for sure, we would want to start with the Popsicle and the Bully Safe.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, thank you very much. This
Thank you.
was Charlie.
Yes.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name.
Last name is Mennigan.
There we go, from Woof.
Hey guys, I just ran into Matt with Ready Rescue. This is an innovative new product he's going to tell you a little bit more about.
Awesome. So my name is Matt Glassman. I'm a vet surgeon from DC. This is Ready Rescue. Ready Rescue is a first response oral detoxifier for if your pet gets into anything that is toxic. It basically goes down into the stomach and intestine. It binds the toxin, prevents them from absorbing it, and can save their life.
Yeah, this is a game changer. I'm excited about it.
Okay, so now I am with Sean Zier from Earth Buddy. Best buds for your best bud. So you are a CBD company though, right?
That's how we started 10 years ago.
Okay.
We saw the boom of CBD come into the market, and it was mostly being sourced out of country. And we were in Colorado, so we're like, we know this plant really well.
Yeah.
And I worked with 2 PhDs, and we partnered our farm with them. And that was our beginning, because I had a dog that was drug resistant.
Okay.
And having epileptic seizures like 20 plus episodes a day.
Okay.
So what we did was we started giving her treats because it was the only thing she would eat.
Yes.
And we started managing them really well.
Yeah.
It allowed me to get good food in her body, like all the good supplements and stuff.
Yeah.
And then since then, because I have the fortune of working with a PhD chemist, we've been able to expand our line out to not only different cannabis molecules, but also functional mushrooms.
Okay.
And then our liposomal glutathione, which we were talking about.
Yes. So mushrooms and CBD, I have heard this from others, will save the world. So you are on that same mindset.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, our whole regenerative process is super important for the environment. If we talk about just like what the plant does for the environment, it sequesters CO2 and then it recycles it back into the earth. So those are all good things. But then also just the clean water sourcing that we do on the plant side and how we grow. And then on the mushroom side, they are also bioremediators, so they absorb things too. And so you could use them to literally like clean soil up.
So they keep our earth healthy and they keep us healthy.
Yes.
Okay, if you had 30 seconds to convince any pet pro out there why they should have your product in their store, what's your elevator pitch?
I'm very straightforward. So we are a direct supplier of these functional ingredients like CBD, mushrooms, and things. So when it comes to supply chain, we are literally growing, manufacturing all of this in Longmont, Colorado.
Okay.
So with a sea of products, the sourcing on a lot of these things is really hard to come by. So when you work with us, you're working directly with a small organic regenerative farm, a USDA organic certified mushroom farm, and then we make it all in-house. So there's no co-manufacturer, there's no middleman with us,
Perfect.
and you're working directly with the owner often. So it's really easy to work with us. And then we have so many things functional-wise that address things specifically rather than just saying, hey, the CBD is good for all the things. So we like to be very specific for each store, and we can cater to any stores.
Perfect. And it will be indies supporting indies.
The biggest thing is we are no Amazon or Chewy.
Perfect.
And we actually price protect. We have to sell our product for more than what any indie retailer would sell it for. So we protect our own retailers. We don't steal your customer with Amazon or Chewy.
Nice. That's
I think that's
awesome.
the biggest thing. I was
That's
like, I could
awesome.
probably go to 30 seconds on that.
That's awesome. Okay, well, thank you very much, Sean, and I hope you have a fantastic show.
Thank you.
All right, I'm here with Chad with Earthborn Holistic. I've carried it for a long time. Chad's been amazing. He's been in the industry forever. And we're going to talk about some things here. What trends do you see shaping the pet world, and where do you think it's heading?
Specifically in kibble, obviously I see the trends with fresh pets and, gently cooked and things like that. But in the kibble industry, I'm seeing back to value. I'm seeing people trying to get bigger bags at a more affordable price without compromising too much quality. I think we're seeing that price point from $50 to $70 really kind of drive our industry today.
Awesome. And I guess this one's the same. What's the biggest shift you've seen in the industry?
I mean, the shift is really trying to get as much value as you can without compromising quality. I think that's going to be your number one thing. That's why at Midwestern Pet Foods, we have everything from a $30 bag to a $90 bag. So whatever fits your budget, we can work with. But that's the biggest trend that we're seeing when I talk to distributors and stores nationwide, is this push, again, for value without compromising your quality.
That's great. And you guys have great treats with really good ingredients, clean ingredients at a great price. Because what are those? Like those biscuits are 3 pounds for $10 retail?
If that, yeah, anywhere. We have 3-pound biscuits from Wholesome Rewards that will retail anywhere from $9.99 to $7.99.
Look, it sells well for me, and it doesn't look farm and feed in my opinion. So I really like it if you're looking for some budget options there. Earthborn, Chad, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and we appreciate your partnership.
We are at the canine and feline natural booth at SuperZoo
Yes.
with Heather
And a GB.
and a GB. See, she messed me up before. Okay, we want to talk to you guys about, and I'm going to show some pictures so I can actually, well, I don't know if I'll be, we'll for sure are going to use this as the
I will
audio.
send them.
There,
I
yes,
got these
okay,
slides.
okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So I want to know, for our pet pros,
Yeah.
what is one thing that most pet pros don't realize about canine or feline natural?
Yeah, well, I would say that all disease stems from inflammation and an unhealthy gut. And our food being 100% pasture raised, green lip mussels, tripe in the food, we are an anti-inflammatory diet that helps heal the gut. And a lot of people don't think that pasture raised really matters, and it really does.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Why does it matter?
So they've got higher levels of omega-3s,
Okay.
lower bacterial counts, lower saturated fats, higher conjugated linoleic acids. It's just a more anti-inflammatory meat.
Okay.
And then green lip mussels in all of our formulas, which we all know is typically in a joint supplement.
Yeah.
We have it in our food already.
In everything, yeah. So there's the
Yeah.
the anti-inflammation
Anti-inflammation.
diet.
Yeah. So this
Okay.
is how we're reducing inflammation. And then we're adding tripe into the food, full of pre and probiotics to help heal the gut.
So how would I, as a pet pro, how would I recognize the perfect pet parent for canine natural?
Yeah, well, I would say all, because,
All, yep.
keep them healthy or get them healthy.
Yeah,
Everyone will benefit, even if they're just adding to kibble. 20%, 30%, half, whatever you're doing, it will really boost the high meat benefits
Yeah,
of that.
we're going to see some benefit even if we position
Absolutely.
canine natural as a topper.
Reducing the carb content in that bowl.
I'm just going to say this as a total side note. I want Zaner to eat green lip mussels, so I am giving him the green lip mussels.
They're grossing you out?
They're treats. Oh my God, like they look like their little teeth. Yeah. And so, yeah.
Sometimes you get a little crab that was eating. You get gift with purchase, a tiny little crab on our green lip mussels. I've got pictures. Send you that too.
No, I am giving him the green lip mussels. Yeah, I tried
That's
to
already
watch
in our
his,
food. You don't even have to see it.
I gotta watch fat content with the little boy because he had pancreatitis.
Ah.
Yes. Anyways, okay. Well, this has been awesome.
Sherry, I just saw a stat that blew my mind, and it's about poop bags. Can you believe 500 million poop bags per year end up in the landfill worldwide?
That's crazy, Carly. But that's why I love Greenline poop bags. They're the only poop bags that have been tested and proven to break down even in landfills, not on your shelf.
Right? I hate when poop bags expire. Like, what? Greenline delivers premium pet products without the premium price tag because toilet paper for tails should break down, not break the bank.
And get this, they have poop bag holders that are handmade from upcycled old festival banners that are one-of-a-kind pieces of art. You'll love them as soon as you see them. Talk about zero waste and real creativity.
Ugh, and I love that. They're functional, beautiful, and sustainable. And every purchase gives back. Greenline is a member of 1% for the Planet and donates 1% of every sale to real grassroots nonprofits protecting our planet.
So every roll you sell or every pouch you stock, you're giving Mother Earth a little hug. Greenline Pet Supply, eco-savvy products for pets and their planet-loving parents.
Learn more about this amazing woman-owned U.S. company making the greenest poop bag on the planet by visiting greenlinepetsupply.com.
And don't forget to mention promo code PetShopGirls for 10% off your first order. I am here with Teresa Sexton with 4 Healthy Pets in Montgomery, Alabama. And you have 2 locations, right?
I do, yes. One in Montgomery and one in Wetumpka.
And how long have you had those?
Montgomery will be open 14 years this October, and Wetumpka has been open 3 years.
Wow. Oh my gosh. They always say that the second location is the hardest location. Would you agree with that?
What do you mean by hardest? I didn't think it was difficult to open the second location.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, we need to get you on the podcast then and talk about that. Okay. But what I want to know now is what's the best lesson or piece of advice you've ever received in the pet industry?
I am not really sure because I have received a lot of good advice, but the first thing that popped in my head was it has to do with seasonal items. I was told years and years ago, don't go overboard with specifically themed products, because a lot of times if that doesn't sell, you're kind of stuck with it after the holiday. So I had been told, buy your regular products, make them look cute, put a bow on them, put a ribbon, some kind of tag to do with the holiday, and then that way if you have leftover product, you can just take the tags off and go right back to business.
That is such a good tip. Thank you. If you could start over, now you've been in business 14 years, that's a long time.
Yes.
If you could start over, what's one thing you do differently or tell yourself on day one?
The first thing that came to mind is probably going to be concentrate more on the website and social media, because I didn't really put a whole lot of thought into that in the beginning.
Well, okay, so I've been in business for 19 years, and when we started, Facebook was still just for college kids.
Right.
So, 14 years ago, it was probably still in its infancy.
Right.
So I don't blame you for not focusing on it. I didn't either.
That's true. I didn't think about that. You're right. We did not have all of that stuff when we first started.
It's a different world.
It is totally a different world. I think now now that we do have it, and anybody who's starting a business now, of course, would have that. So I would probably concentrate on making sure that you've got a decent social media presence and your website at least be somewhat helpful versus just, and I'm guilty. We are working on our website. It was very sad, but we're getting better about it. But the customer today, being in this technology world, is that right? Technological world?
Yeah.
They're going to go to your website. They're going to look for general information. Now, we do not do a whole lot of online sales. Most of our customers want to come into the store, but it is nice to have that information out there so that they can come in and they kind of know what they're looking for when they come in the door.
I totally agree with that, because if your website looks dated, they're going to think that your store is dated.
Yeah, probably so.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Teresa.
Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate you having me on.
Okay, so now I'm at the Carnivore booth with Tara Greeno, and you've been in the pet industry for how long?
About 7 years.
7 years. And
Yeah.
how long have you been at Carnivore?
For Carnivore, 2 years.
2 years at Carnivore. Okay, so let me ask you, what keeps you passionate about the pet industry?
Honestly, it's my love for pets. Like, it was something that I got into by accident. It was a job that I had in college, working in a pet store, and I just fell in love with it. I got obsessed. Seeing dogs every day, being able to help people fix their problems,
Yes.
it's just incredible.
Yes.
So it definitely keeps me motivated to stay in the industry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think that that's something for almost all pet pros, right? Especially in the natural space, that when you see those aha moments with pet parents, and then you see the life-changing impact that so many healthy, good products can have on pets. I also heard that you have a very unique interest outside of the pet industry.
I do.
What is it?
So I am a paranormal investigator. Yeah, I travel around Canada and America, and I go to the most haunted places that are, notably haunted.
Yeah.
Like, they're famously haunted. Like, I've been to the Conjuring house and the Lizzie Borden house, and I stay overnight, and
In the haunted houses?
Yes.
Do you get scared?
I used to, not anymore.
Not anymore.
No, I've been to hundreds, so I'm very used to it.
So then you build up an immunity to ghosts.
Absolutely.
How often do you see paranormal activity?
Every time I go.
So are you able to like see, or you need equipment? Do you need equipment to like find anything here?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, so I like myself as I'm my favorite tool, but I do have many other tools that I do use in order to talk, communicate, get them to touch things, light things up. And
Are there ghosts here right now with us at SuperZoo? Do I have to leave?
maybe.
Okay, well that is super cool. And I think that it's neat to find out, like, obviously lots of us have a bunch of different passions, but I did not know about the supernatural, so that's very cool.
And they're a little connected to pets too, because pets have an eye that we don't.
And the energy, right?
And the
Because it's so
energy.
pure. Yes. Okay, well that is very cool. So maybe it's connected.
Maybe.
You could start a paranormal pet store.
And I've seen ghost cats before. Never a dog, but I've seen ghost
Really?
cats. Yeah.
Never dogs.
Never a dog.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
course.
All right.
I'm here with Chuck Wilson from Nutrisource Pet Foods, and we were talking about consumer buying habits. What's going on, Chuck?
Well, we're looking at our new Nutrisource treat line, the purple wall, we call it. We converted all of our Nutrisource treats into common packaging, and what we really changed is that we learned that most customers that are buying treats really aren't looking the same things that the kibble customers. The kibble customer is looking for a beef or a chicken or a turkey or some protein. But most treat customers, they're actually looking for shapes. And so this purple treat wall we have has a number of different options. We have our Crispy Crispers, which is like a brown potato chip, a very crispy, crunchy thing. We have, of course, a square biscuit. We have a jerky, then the conventional jerky form, the conventional little bite, small extruded treat. But we also have our Chompy Chompers, a long, chewy treat that will give the customer, or give the pet some time to work on the treat. And all together, the customers are able to come in and ask, well, hey, we need the long one, or hey, we need the chip, or hey, we need the jerky or the biscuit. They're looking for shapes, actually, more than they're looking for the specific ingredients in the package.
That's so interesting that I've never heard people buy by shapes rather than flavor. So thank you for sharing that with us.
So I'm with Scott from Vetterson and Sunny. You are Director of Sales, you are VP of North America, and you just stopped me in the new product, or I stopped you in the new product showcase because I was looking at some products that you educated me on. Can you tell me what makes Vetterson so much different than other products like it in the market?
Well, it's a great wound and skincare product because the active in it is exactly what the body and the animal or the human has and produces to fight off infections.
Okay.
So it's not a foreign substance to the body. It's safe, but lethal to bad things that cause problems and wounds.
Good. And you're coming out with some new products, you said, Sunny.
We are. We already have an Odic. We have a wound spray. And we have a gel for Canada now. But we're going through label reviews with Health Canada. It's already been approved.
Perfect.
We have canine care, feline care, and we also have poultry care coming to Canada.
Oh, interesting.
This year, I would hope.
We will have to take care of our chickens so we can get our eggs priced down, right?
That's right. That's right.
So it's the exact same ingredient in Canada that the Vetterson USA product is. But because of some regulations, we're under the low risk program with Health Canada. And so the label looks a little different.
But it's the same product.
Same product.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey guys, I'm here with Jennifer at Greenline Pet Supply, and she's amazing.
I'm the poop bag girl.
Yes, I mean she's got lots of cool stuff, but I really wanted to tell you guys that she can private label poop bags, and her bags are a little different. Tell us about it.
The bags, for one, are shelf stable. The biggest thing is that they're landfill biodegradable, and we've tested them for 4 years, so we know that they break down within 48 months. But the good thing is they will not disintegrate on your shelf.
There you go. And what's the minimum?
Minimum for private label is only 10 cases, which is only 1,000 rolls, which I know that everybody poops. So
That's a great deal. I did not know, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. All right, I am with Janine Ling in the Project Suds booth, and she's an amazing go-getter. Her stuff smells amazing. She's got shampoos, these spritz things, and shampoo bars, but she'll tell you a little bit more about it. But I want to ask you, what makes your product stand out?
So 2 things that we did differently is that, one, we're a plastic-free company. That was super important to us. Second thing we did is use apple cider vinegar in all our grooming products. I'm a huge fan of apple cider vinegar. It kills odor, it kills bacteria, it kills fungus. It doesn't kill good bacteria, so it keeps the natural microbiome on the dog's skin, which is really important. It also softens hair and softens water. So those are the 3 reasons we really wanted to put it as an ingredient in all our grooming products.
That's super awesome. And what trends do you see in the pet world right now? Where do you think it's heading?
I think plastic free is super important. It's like, we're in the pet industry, we got to be environmentally conscious about things, and it's definitely on trend. The problem with plastic free is it's harder, it's more expensive, but I think we just have to do our part and really just focus on what we could do to be better and reduce the plastic waste.
Love it. And again, her stuff smells amazing. The packaging looks great. You know how I am with packaging. But yeah, check her stuff out, Project Suds.
We're talking with Jason from Open Range if you're in Canada, but Home Range if you are from the USA. And Jason has an extensive background, not only pet, but also retail. So what I'd like for you to help us with, Jason, is if you could give one tip, your best tip, to an independent retailer or a pet pro who sells product, what is your best tip for increasing their margin?
Well, I think it's the best tip I can say is every few weeks you get a customer who comes in for a bag of dog food, and that dog food's being sold somewhere between 23 and 30 points at the till, and you can't live on that.
Right.
And the customer needs really good service as well. So you take both of those into account. My biggest tip would be to add a treat to that bag of dog food.
Because that's where we make margin.
That's right. So now you're blending your margin up. So you have the bag of dog food, it sells for $70 at 30 points or at 25 points of gross. You make about $20 on that. You add 2 bully sticks onto there, or any of my friendly brands that we love here in North America. Any treat brand will do. Add that to the purchase, and your margin goes up, and you're probably making 40 points at the till.
Nice.
And now you can live on that as an independent pet.
And what when we multiply that over the year, how does that impact bottom line at the end of the year?
Amazing, right? Amazing. So now your basket goes from selling 1 item to selling 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And again, it's a customer service issue as much as anything else. Dogs love treats. People love to give their dogs treats. Sometimes they're busy. They forget to add that on. It's really good for the independent pet person or the salesperson on the floor to make that recommendation. You'd be amazed. The customers are going to say, that's fantastic. Thanks for reminding me.
Yes.
They grab a couple of treats. And now, at the end of the year, your treat category, which should be somewhere around 18% of your total sales.
Yeah, I was going to say 20.
Yeah, 18 to 20%, somewhere in there. If you're doing that, and you're doing that at 50 to 55 points of margin, huge impact on your financials. But don't let your staff miss. Make sure they hit a treat with every bag of dog food that goes out the door.
And you're exactly right. I mean, when the customers they're busy, so they're out and they're like, oh, I got to get dog food. But they're thinking I got to get dog food, and they forget I need treats, or I need bone broth, or I need chews. So it is important that our staff is constantly reminding the customer of why they might have been coming in the first place, to ensure that they can always make the perfect purchase.
Absolutely. And it's an interrupter as well. Don't forget, all of our consumers, they go straight to aisle 3. They walk down halfway. They know where the bag is. They recognize the dog. They know it by color. They grab it and they run out the store.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't even get a chance to say hi to them.
Yep.
So don't forget, you add some treats on, now you're interrupting and you're getting a chance to improve your margins.
I call those our self-servers, and I have a list of questions for my team that when our self-servers come in and they think they just need their bag of food, we've got questions to kind of start that conversation.
Awesome.
But thank you so much, Jason.
Yeah, you betcha.
And we will be in touch again.
Awesome.
Hey guys, I'm at the Earth Animal booth with Christina, and she just shared with me some interesting information. I did notice that the booth was a little smaller this year, which is not a bad thing. And can you explain why?
Absolutely. So this year, Earth Animal is actually a B corporation. So we give 1% of our proceeds back to people, pets, and the planet.
And with the economic downturn that we've seen in the last 2 years, we decided to focus on people this year. So we partner with other organizations such as Paws and the Pet Sustainability Coalition, and doing these trade show events are very costly. Not only are they costly, but there's a lot of carbon footprints that we have with the drayage and the transportation to bring our products to and from these trade shows. So this year, instead of focusing on essentially spending a whole ton of money to come down to these trade shows, we wanted to actually give it back to the people and promote more promotions. So helping our end consumers who have supported us for years. So instead of having a $200,000 plus booth, we ended up doing Astro promotions with buy one, get one opportunities to support our pet parents through the holiday season. So that's why we're a little smaller this year.
I love that. I love that you're helping us little guys succeed. That's what it's all about, right?
We have to sink or swim together.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that, everybody. We certainly had fun doing it.
That was a lot of information in a short amount of time. You just did SuperZoo in 30 minutes or less. We didn't get to see everybody, but we hope that you guys really enjoyed this information that we were able to find from the different brands and manufacturers and pet pros on the floor. And that's it. That's all I got, Sherry. So until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, Pet Pro, that's it for this week.
Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe.
Just hit all the buttons.
And if you want more, join us in the Indie Insider, our private Facebook group for pet pros.
Then you'll never miss the podcast that makes you sit, stay, and beg for more. The Pet Shop Girls.
Pet Shop Girls.
Challenge of the week, y'all. Ask one open-ended question to every customer.
And